come from a very like traditional background in Indian classical music. It's really structured. There is structured improvisation in it. I think after a lot of years of like training and like a really intense method to learning music, I was finding myself like second guessing a lot of my choices, throwing things away really easily. After a lot of like personal work and musical work, I was like, okay, let me just try and write a song where I just go like this on the keyboard and then I just do things that like a little kid would do, like put myself back in like my 3-year-old, 5-year-old body and like do whatever feels good in the moment. As kids, we come into the world with a blank slate. We're like learning from our environment, and at this point in my adulthood, I've already learned certain ways of like viewing myself or like thinking about music or what's good and bad or what's wrong or right. And I think that it helps me when it comes to discipline. It helps me when it comes to like having a routine and practicing, but it also holds me back. Like some of these ideas I've learned are rigid when it comes to actually writing and creating. It does require routine. It requires doing it a lot so that the muscle, because it's a muscle, but then to be myself and to be authentic, like I can't put rules on it or I can't put judgment on it. So that's where playing without judgment came into the song. I was just tired of feeling like shit after I wrote songs, so I tried a different approach. I think that my language is informed by structure. The things that I understand and the ways in which I approach music are very much informed by structure. And structure is great because it gives me a landing place, like it gives me something to lean back on if I'm feeling a little uncertain or I'm feeling like, whoa, what's going on? I don't know, I can't help but just with my upbringing and the way that I was taught, I can't help but like fall back on structure to feel a sense of comfort or ease to move freely. Music can be spiritual. There's something greater than me influencing what I do. I will feel a certain type of way when I start playing, and it'll completely transform into a different feeling by the time I'm done playing. That's when I'm like, okay, there's a greater force at play. It's not me, it's not earthly, maybe it's something else. I don't have a name for it, but it feels, I guess you would say, like spiritual. And I think that the times where I've had those experiences are like, I'm completely open, I'm like completely trusting of like my environment, the people I'm like, because it's all like, we're all like feeding off of each other. I feel awkward when the audience feels awkward, and I'm sure it's the other way around. There have been some moments where it like clicks, and suddenly I'm not even here, I'm not me, I have no attachment to like my body. I'm not, because sometimes when I sing, I'm thinking of like, okay, this is me. I have my identity, and then like mentally I'll be like, okay, like I should do a good job, or I should remember this part, or I should do this, and then I'll get to a place, like a really good place sometimes, where I forget who I am, I forget what I'm doing, and I'm literally just like completely in the music and not in my body. That's a good feeling. That's when it feels spiritual. I'm really invested in my peers and my friends and my loved ones and myself in certain ways. With the people I've played with so far that have like been in my band at some point or another, or I've played music with, I'm just like, what are you up to? Like, you've changed so much. I'll see them like again, and like, for example, like drummer tonight, Tim, I'm like, he writes crazy music, and every time I see him, he writes something insane. And I just want to hear it. I want to hear it recorded. I want to hear it played somewhere. I have a lot of faith and belief in my friends who I feel aligned with just in life goals, like music goals, life goals, like actually really, really care about this craft and want to grow and learn and not be stuck in expectation or genre or things like that. I think like good music is good music. But yeah, like that was a really long-winded way of saying my friends and my peers.